so clued up. Hi guys, welcome back. So today we're going to now start looking at how to use LinkedIn, what it is, and why you need it. A lot of people I've spoken to have kind of said to me,
I don't see the point in it, I don't really understand how to use it looks a little bit complicated.
So today the point is that after the video you are running to the computer, or you are running to the app and you are making a LinkedIn account, because that's important. So signing up is free. It is also very easy. They do have like a premium account that you can pay for, which gives you a bit more access to different things. But as a student, a free, normal, standard account is perfectly fine. It allows you to do everything you need to do on there. Signing up is just as easy as signing up anywhere else. Somewhere on this page there will be, I'll put a screenshot of what it would look like. And downloading the app is probably even easier. Okay, so how it looks. If I do this correctly, I should have my LinkedIn to the right of me. It should be here. Now that you've set up your LinkedIn account, what you're going to want to do is build it up. And this is a gradual process. It doesn't take a day, it doesn't take a week, and it doesn't take a month. This is something that you are going to constantly be working on and developing and updating. So it's really important that you start off with a good base so that you can build it up gradually without too much hassle. So the first thing that you're going to need to focus on is getting a professional and decent picture. It is not like other social media. You have got to put a professional picture in which employers will be able to look at you and say, okay, but judging by the picture alone, I feel like I could hire them. And that involves you wearing decent clothes. It doesn't have to be smart wear, but you know, that would be advised. Not too much shoulder, not too much, you know, you don't want crop top. You don't want none of that, okay? Boys, you don't want hoods, you don't want tracksuits. So just make the picture appropriate for employers to see, just how you would want to look at an interview. If you think that that picture you could not go like that to an interview, then just don't put it up. So once you've got your picture, the next thing you're going to want to do is add to your description. Now, the first part of the description is usually what you do, what you study, and what you're looking for. So I would keep it really short and sweet. As you can see what mine says, it's really clear to see what I do, what I'm looking to do, and where my interests lie. The little number on the side is how many people you are connected with. Once you reach 500, it no longer shows you a specific amount. It just says 500 plus. So if you get to that point, you are doing really well. Because at the end of the day, it is a social media network. People do look at connections to a degree. It's not like Instagram, but people do look at connections. And of course, the more connections you have, the more exposed you are, the more people can see what you're up to, the more people are looking at your page, and it just gets your feed going. So I've been working on this LinkedIn actively for probably I'd say about 6 months. I've had the LinkedIn account for a while, but in terms of me actually going in every day, checking it, using it, making posts, engaging, I'd say I've been doing it actively for about 6 months now. So and it does rise. So next you're going to want to look at your dashboard, and your dashboard is basically a summary of your interaction activity or your engagement with the website or with the app, and it shows you who views your profile, how many searches you appeared in within the week, as well as how many people see your posts. So the next section is to do with experience. You are going to want to make this as detailed as possible, because this is practically your CV. I would even say use your CV as a tool, as a guideline to write this. You have the opportunity in each employment section to write a little bit about your time there, and I would really encourage, it's not compulsory, but I would really encourage you to fill that out and put a personal view on your time at that work, what you've learned. The employer, when they look at it, they can see that you've taken time, you've reflected on your role, and it kind of promotes your responsibility as such. It promotes key skills, like you're able to analyse your own performance and look back on it and you've taken the time to show that you can do that just by writing about the job. You know, a lot of people just put, this is where I worked, this is how long I've worked for, and that's it. However, people that go in and actually write, you know, during my time at this job, blah, 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 this is what I liked, this is what I didn't like, this is what I learned, all these kind of things, the employer is automatically a little bit more drawn in, and now they want to know a little bit more. Now they want to actually think, okay, hang on. And again, it's a really indirect way of building relationships. Employers are looking to find people that they think will fit within their company. So showing a little bit of personality where you can will be great. I also need to mention that in the experience section, it is not just where you've worked. I would encourage you to put any events that you attend, anything that you think is related to your employability that might boost your page. So yeah, any work experience, any 1-day courses, any 5-day courses, anything that you go on that is going to enhance your personal skills, or that relates to the degree that you do, or that relates to what you're looking to get into work-wise, I would say put it all in there and just be as descriptive as possible. Moving on is education. Like in any CV, you are required to put in your education, and this is pretty much where you've studied, what grades you've got, you know, what qualifications you've got, etc, etc. It's pretty simple. Next is your skills and endorsements section. Now this is again another part of your CV that you can really take from. All you need to do is just put in all the skills that you think you have. Now endorsements is something that other people can give you to say, I vouch kind of that you do have this skill, if that makes sense. They're basically agreeing that you do have that skill. So if I was to say I have, one of my skills is having a good telephone manner, my work colleagues can then endorse that skill, and it would show how many people endorse those skills for you. So obviously the more endorsements you have on a skill, the more likely it is that you're telling the truth and the more employable you seem. At the end, you have recommendations, which is basically equivalent to references. It's something you can ask your work colleagues, your managers to do for you, your uni lecturers, anyone that's kind of had contact with yourself in a professional manner can write a recommendation for you. And again, the more recommendations, the more full up your page is, the more people want to interact with you, the more people want to have a look at your page, the more people are interested. So yeah, and of course you'd want to do things back as well for your peers. You just want to build up a really good and reliable LinkedIn network, and you want your page to stand out. And let's be honest, it's near enough impossible with the amount of pages that are on LinkedIn. So you just want to make sure that you are within the competition at least. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much LinkedIn in a nutshell for you. It is really simple. It's just something that you have to keep working at. It's not something you can set up and then just say you have it and that's it. You need to keep working on it. You need to turn your notifications on. You need to get engaged, start following relevant people. I'd say it does give you suggestions of who to follow. When you begin, I wouldn't recommend following people you don't know, in terms of that are completely strangers. If they're giving you suggestions to connect with people that are all from the same university, then of course you can do that. 9 times out of 10 people will accept you. However, obviously you have people that will think, who is this? So don't feel offended, but the aim of the game is add up as many people as you can. Try and seem approachable. If you feel like it's a risky ad, if you think like this is a really big person, I don't think that they'll be comfortable with it, just me adding them, send them a message, say thank you or say hello, please add me to your professional network. You guys know how to use the socials. I don't need to sit here and tell you how to act on social media, because same way you guys are on Instagram, same way, well, let me not say you guys, same way us guys are on Instagram, same way we're all on Snap, we're on it 24/7, we're constantly updating it, we're constantly building up our followers. It's the same way you want to be with LinkedIn, just professionally. So yeah, which kind of makes it a little bit harder because there's a lot you can't do, and unfortunately you are not going to receive likes for posting anything other than your success and your achievements and your stories and, you know, really, really good and positive things. And as well, if anything, if I can say anything, it's an amazing, amazing way to feel motivated and see the type of other young people around you. And you'll start looking at all the people our age that are doing such amazing things, and it will just get you kind of pumped, like, okay, now I want to do something like that. So yeah, Hopefully you guys enjoyed a little introduction to our employability segment now. Next week's video is going to be looking at CVs, which is going to be really exciting. Another highly requested topic. So I think we'll have a lot of fun doing that. But yeah, guys, so thank you for watching, and I will see you next Sunday.